Good morning to everybody, or afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock for me. So, good morning. First of all, I would like to apologize. My voice is getting more and more cracked up, or whatever you want to call it, because of allergies, guys. I've got two Bradford pear trees that are blooming like crazy in my front yard. So, try to overlook the sound of my voice and any coughing or anything I might do. I do apologize. Don't forget to go subscribe. The channel is still growing, guys, and we need all the subscribers that we can get so that we can. We're aiming for 10,000, guys. The more subscribers we can get, the more views that we can get, the bigger the channel can get, and the more people we can reach with the pictures and faces and stories of these babies that are missing, hurt, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to be playing here in a few minutes. I'm going to play a clip from the same press conference that I did a video on yesterday. But I want y'all to listen, and then I'll be right back, and I'm going to tell you about that clip, okay?
A family member reported her missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at approximately 6:30 Tuesday evening. At the time she went missing, Summer was reportedly wearing a gray pants and a pink shirt. She is
Okay, now what I would like to really point out is there is a reason that we, the ones that are really trying to figure out what happened, go back and rehash stuff, and we go back and rewatch, because you really do, like I said yesterday, guys, you have to pay attention to the words that are actually used. And even though I went over it with a fine tooth comb yesterday, there was still things I missed yesterday. For one, Leslie Earhart did not say a parent. We just heard Dawn had made the phone call, and we assumed Candace made the phone call. But Leslie Earhart does not say parent. Leslie Earhart says a family member. A family member made the 911 call. But now she does say that it was made at around 6:30. Y'all know my feelings on the 6:30 thing. So let me read this comment that was left yesterday to you, and I'll be right back. It says, "Our sweet little Summer, what happened to you? I still think one of her brothers called 911, and that is why Candace supposedly said, 'What did you do?' to her brother. He possibly called 911. Now, could it have been one of the brothers that called 911 and Candace got upset about it? Something to think about, and it's something that has not been brought out into the open to this point that I know of. So is that a possibility? I mean, Leslie did say it was a family member. She did not say parent. Now, we know that Dawn supposedly made the phone call and it went through Washington County Dispatch. But we do not know who or if there was, I mean, we don't know for a fact that Dawn made that phone call, other than the fact dispatch says the mother and father or the parents, whatever it was. Okay, anyway, so is it a possibility that the second phone call was made by one of the boys? Just a question there, guys. Now, that, like I said, that was a word that I did not pay that close of attention to yesterday when I was listening to it over and over again. So, see, every time you listen to it, you hear or find something new. Now, secondly, let me play this one where Ronnie's talking, and then I'll be right back.
It's been a very intense 21 hours. A lot of searching, a lot of investigation by 19 different agencies. Last night,
Now, as you can see on the screen, this is a comment that was made by one of my mods. I'm not going to name her name because she asked me not to, or whatever the reason, okay? It says, "I have always found that the 2 to 6 p.m. time frame problematic. WBIR reports this press conference or this presser was at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. Subtract 21 hours. You get 4 p.m. on Tuesday, June the 15th, 2021. Yes, I know there has been a lot of talk back and forth debating about when the baby actually went missing. We know that Candace drove off the hill a couple of times. Once was around 4 o'clock. We know that there was a 4-hour time span that was sort of missing there. We know that law enforcement told Dawn and Candace that they needed to go back and rethink and come up with something where the missing time and what Candace was doing in the missing time. But we have never had an official statement about what time she actually went missing. I mean, it was all over the board, guys, just like it's all over the board about where she was at when she went missing, what she was wearing, all that. Well, now we have Ronnie Lawson making an official statement, whether he meant to or not, an official statement stating that she went missing at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, June the 15th, because he said they have been investigating and searching for 21 exhausting hours. And if you count from 1 o'clock on Wednesday back, you come up to 4 o'clock on Tuesday. Why they've been telling other stories is beyond me. But Ronnie may have slipped up and told us exactly the exact time that baby went missing. Tell me what you think in the comments, guys, and listen up.
Well, the train and stuff is like you see here. This is what the people are searching in. But if they seen something yesterday evening or afternoon that we need to know, that's when they need to make the call or come by the command post.
And just like I said in the video yesterday, he said early afternoon or the early evening or afternoon, they need to make a call if they saw Summer anywhere. Well, the thing about it is I said early afternoon or early evening is about 4 or 5 o'clock. I was closer to being right than what I actually knew, huh? So I knew there was something about that we needed to pay attention to. And now that my mod did that calculation, we know why. Now we know why he was saying if anybody saw her in the early evening or afternoon, they needed to call and let them know. It's because she went missing at 4 o'clock. And now I'm going to read to you guys. This is another comment that was left, and because it is all of our channels, and I do appreciate people who do think out of the box, even if it's not on the same lines as what I think. I want to get other people's opinions out there, guys. That's why I beg y'all to come up on panel with me, because I want to hear what you think, what you feel, what your theories are. But this lady wrote, I think we are reading too much into it. And she's talking about the totality of the video I did yesterday. Says the minute they have no sign of her, it would become an investigation. Also, it would be from the first minute because they claim she was taken. If I were in charge, I would have had it an investigation from the first contact. So we were looking at every possibility from the jump. The checking the hiding spots that he speaks of could be because they know that a child will hide if they get scared because of they're lost or getting away from somebody. But could be kids really were playing hide and seek and she went too far to hide. Because of how these people speak, it's easy to read too much into it. I think they thought foul play from the beginning also, though. Okay, guys. So that's her thoughts on it. She thinks that maybe I'm reading too much into what these words that are being spoken are. But she says how these people, is her exact words, how these people speak, it's easy to read too much into it. Well, the only problem with this person that is making this comment, you have to understand, honey, I am one of these people. They're only like 50 minutes away from me. I am one of these people. I do speak East Tennessee, Appalachian English. So I'm not reading too much into how they speak because I speak the same language they do. That being said, I appreciate your thoughts, your theories, and there are lots of people out there that are smarter than me that know more than I do, and it's very possible that maybe I am reading too much into it. But just like with Leslie saying it was a family member who called, I didn't catch that, and that could mean a lot. The fact that Ronnie is talking about early evening or afternoon is when people need to call in and say if they saw her. And then he also slips and says it's been an exhausting 21 hours of searching and investigation, and that was at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. That means she got gone at 4 o'clock. Why they have not came out and told the truth about the time this child went missing is beyond me. Amber Alerts are to get the facts out to the public so they can know what is what and be able to call in legitimate, factual information and tips. How can we do that if they don't give us facts to begin with? If they give us a bunch of bullcrap and expect somebody to call in a fact, I don't know. I'm just befuddled about this whole case, guys. And I do appreciate your time. I thank you for watching. Make sure and go subscribe, share, like, the whole kit and caboodle, guys. The channel is still growing. We're rooting for 10,000. So help me make it possible, guys. That way, the more people we can reach, the more people can hear about these children, their faces, their stories, just all of it. The farther we can reach, that's what we're aiming for. So I'll see you guys on the next video, and y'all have a great day.